Hello everybody, I'm Duke Skyloafer. Welcome back to Cities Skylines 1. It's been a while. The mods are updated, the mods at least that I was playing with. Oh, let me turn my game down a little bit. I think I had turned it up for a different thing. Okay. Yeah, so we're back. So the mods, I was waiting for the mods. There was an update. I don't think we'll be diving into any of the new features that were just added recently. Oh, did I accidentally hit the button to kick us out of here? I think I did. I want to see my cinematics here. But yeah, they added the ability to like designate streets as raceways or parade routes and stuff like that. So we can potentially have a little fun with that at some point, but I have no plans to dig into any of that in the near future, because I have a lot of plans to do lots of other things. This game has so much stuff in it, so we'll be looking at that. Eventually, we'll look at the racing stuff. The update also added the ability to put fencing around the roads, which is something I've been doing by hand. I think I've done it by hand like twice on this stream in this city, and we will probably play around with that a little bit. There's probably still going to be some times where manual adding of fence is going to make more sense, or fence sense, but we'll see. So, in the meantime, now we can get out of this and take a look at where we're at. So, it's been a while. I always feel like I start this game going, I don't even know what there is left to do, and then I immediately am overrun by, oh my god, there's so much to do. So, I think one thing we need to deal with is garbage. And then probably education. So, and then if we have the time, we will expand some of this industry over probably the farm a bit, I would say. One of the problems that we have is garbage processing status. And I think that's because I'm trying to empty the landfill a little bit. Empty building. Oh, I was. Maybe it emptied and then it unemptied. I bet you that mod's not really working too well. What I think we need is an incinerator plant. We have one of those? We don't have one of those, right? That's a geothermal. Coal. Recycling. Yeah, so I think what I want to do is put in a... Oh no, there's the incinerator plant. What I think I want to do is perhaps move one of these recycling centers over to the other side of the city so that we're not sending all of our garbage trucks out from this one place. Because what'll happen is they'll fill up along the way collecting trash, and they'll never make it to the other side. So we have to have another kind of industry area over on this side. And since we already have this industry area right here, it probably makes sense to just kind of maybe fit it in. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the money to legitimately relocate this building over to like right here. And then we're going to put in another incinerator plant right next to this guy. There we go. So as I was saying, earlier, the mods were broken because of an update that came out, and we have since, we waited and they've updated. So I was almost able to play it on Thursday, but I was still waiting for another mod to update, and thankfully now they all have. So, excuse me. All right, so processing status is still a little rough, but I am thinking that's probably going to be like, let's let these guys do their thing. Actually, you know what we could even do is take where's my dollars? Let's take the budget for garbage and maybe crank it up to like 115%. I think what that does is gives us a couple more garbage trucks that they could send out. So we can have garbage trucks going further. What are you guys complaining about? Not enough buyers. Okay. So maybe we should... Are these getting full? Okay, so we don't want to expand this area for now. There's not enough demand for it. I'm wondering if we... Yeah, so like this ore storage is supposed to be balanced, but it's full. This one's full. This one's full. We could try and set one of these to empty. Which one is this? This one is sand, and this one is ore. And maybe they will try to ship some of this out and sell it out, and then that'll make some room for them to come from here and put them here. We could also put some warehouses around. What are you complaining about over here? Oops. I think I have these two buttons mapped wrong. Sorry about the flopsing around. Not enough educated workers. What are you looking for? You're looking for highly educated workers, which we don't... Yeah, I think I do have these two buttons mapped backwards. So our university is, let's look at education here. Okay, garbage has fixed itself now. Okay, so education. Elementary is good. High school is rough. We have a lot of eligible people. And then university we don't need. So we need to work on some high schools. These people down here have basically no access to high school. And then up here. So we're probably going to have to take some people's houses away from them. Or maybe we could get a high school in like right here. That would help, wouldn't it? Where's education? We should also try and get a library in. We could try and do a high-capacity building, too. What's the... I'm making a lot of money here. We could probably do a high-capacity high school. Well, no, let's not. Let's try and do one... Let's try and do a high school of... This is a high school, right? Yeah. Let's do a high school over here, and then we should get another one down in this area. So, did we have a good spot to put one? To hit these buttons backwards. Maybe way down at the very bottom here. I mean, there's going to be a road right behind it, but I don't really like that. If I had bought this area here, this would be we could do a little thing there. Yeah, I think we're going to end up having to reclaim some space from the people. So, let's see, where's the... I don't really want to put it amongst... Maybe it would make sense. You're complaining about lack of stuff right there. Why don't we... What are you complaining about? Not enough educated workers. Hey, I got news for you. We're going to... Actually, these people here are going to lose their businesses. And then you can hire the people that were working there. And in fact, I think I'm actually going to de-zone. Not all of you. De-zone you guys. And then get rid of you, just to give a little bit of a thing there. And then let's see about... Would a Japanese bee garden? Japanese bee garden? Would a Japanese garden be interesting next to a high school? It seems weird. I want to put some sort of a... You wouldn't really find a playground. You would find like a soccer field or something, but we don't really have the space. Actually, we could. If we did a... If we got rid of all of these things, we could. And actually, I think we will, because it'll kind of solve two of our problems here, which is that we... Oh, I'm going to keep hitting those buttons. I don't know how those got unmapped. I think that's okay right there. So there we go. So there we got a little high school. That should help with our education. And then as people go through... We don't need to be going so fast here. As people go through high school, they will become eligible for university, and then they'll go. So that will give us a nice little pipeline of... is this the university? This is just going to be... Yeah. Hey, Ire. How's it going? Welcome. Yeah, okay, so we could spend a little time building this out from a single university building and turn it into an actual, like, university park kind of thing. And everything. I'm doing really good, Ire. I am... Well, I would say I'm doing really good. I'm really upset I missed your Star Wars event. and I was like dying because I wanted to watch it, and I couldn't. I was out, and so I'm gonna go and watch the entire stream, but I just haven't gotten around to it this weekend yet. But that'll happen. But man, I really wanted to watch it. It sounded like it was really fun. So, all right. Well, anyway, you enjoy your lurk. Tell the family I said hi. Enjoy your shows. So yeah, I think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna bulldoze this university, and we're going to build a university campus in this area, which is probably going to end up being big, if not bigger than this industrial area here. And then we're also going to have to get some more housing going. So I'm going to pause. And let's destroy. Actually, do I want to destroy it, or should we move it? How much is it going to cost to move it? $15,000? I mean, I've got the money. Let's just temporarily... No, you know what? It's fine. Let's just delete. What are we going to get? We're going to get $75,000 back. That's fine. Then we're going to designate a... We're going to basically kind of make this whole thing... Wait, is that what I want to do? Is that how you do this? Paint. Hold on. Paint. Park area. Paint industry. There it is. Paint campus. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of this. Didn't need to do that. And then we're gonna paint a campus area along here. It'll kind of go right up to that industrial area. Like this. So this is where we're allowed to build in, basically. So, what are our options for... Yeah, it has no administrative building. So, trade school, I think we haven't unlocked... Yeah, we haven't unlocked any of the other ones. So this one's going to be... The Liberal Arts College will be at 18,000, which we're not very close, and I need to make more housing before more people can move in. And then the... let's see, trade school campus, the university campus... Varsity sports. Okay, what's this now? Museums. I forgot that was there. Okay. So we're just going to do a trade school. That should work. So we'll do a campus administration building kind of right off the main road here. Hey, Marcus. And, oh yeah, this stuff is still back there. That's okay. Empire Trade School. I think that's good. That's good. Now, the nice thing about these buildings is that they have these paths already going around them and stuff, and you can hook into these paths, and start building out. So now that we've put that down, we should have unlocked some more buildings. So we can do we need a dorm. So how big is the dorm? We'll need more than one dorm eventually. So then we need a study hall, groundskeeping we'll need, book club we can do. Police Academy. What will this do? During studies, cadets work with the police officers and also keep an eye on jail cell occupants, increasing patrol car counts, jails capacity, and police doors. This is why trade school is probably the best way to go here, because we can start actually affecting some of the other things. Like there's School of Engineering will increase all general zoned industry income. Tourism and travel, kind of obvious. Volleyball club, what is that going to do? Increase campus area attractiveness, boosts academic work creation, tourism attractiveness and land value, increase student capacity, boosting academic works. Yeah, so, that's one of the things that these things do, is they create academic works. And then that leads to something. I forgot what, to be honest. Ooh, hey, this is new. Fence mode. That must be from the update to the mod after they added those fences. So, let's do... I think we'll do the path that has... well, the first... One thing we want to do is make sure we have enough parking. So, that's small. Let's do it. Let's actually do a parking garage. Let's do a parking garage. Let's do a road. I don't know where this road is going to go. It probably should maybe loop around or something, like an outer ring type road, and maybe I should move it. Maybe I should actually do it more like here and have it go around like this. And then we'll maybe, yeah, I think we'll probably end up doing that. So let's actually start here. Like this. Let's, no, I don't want to do that. I want to, nope, nope, nope. I want to move you to somewhere along this road. And we're going to delete this. And we're going to want to keep a little bit of separation here. So we'll probably do a bunch of foliage or something in between. And I could use this area for something. But just to keep it separate from the, you know, this area. I don't think we'll need more than single lane road here, but I'm actually thinking we're probably going to want it like a road with trees. Like, in other words, no parking on the road, please. Yeah, that'll be good. Alright, so we'll kind of go like, maybe like this, and we'll just kind of follow the path a little bit. And maybe we'll do this one a little curved like this. It's going to go pretty close to the highway. Then there's two things that I want to do. The first is I want to go from like right next to you. Yeah, because we're going to put the... Yeah, okay. Is that how I want this to be? That'll be inside. Yeah, that'll be okay. That one's going to kind of be outside the road, ring road, but that's okay. So I want this thing to kind of go... like that. Then we're going to kind of build within this. So right there on the outside is going to be... Oh, where did I just have all the parking stuff? That would be here. So we're going to do a parking garage. Other people can use the parking garage. I don't care. Parking garage for when you're coming into the university. And then I think... Let me do a test here, because I think we can have... If I just have a path, I think we can have... Yeah, these buildings can just be right off the walk path, the walking path. So that's what we're going to do, is build out some walking paths. So I believe, like from right here... I want to... Oh, it's too close, huh? What could we put right behind this thing that would be worthwhile? Oh, I bet we could do like a... what was there? There's like a groundskeeping. Groundskeeping can be right behind it. And then... Okay. So we'll just do normal path like to here. Just want to go... I think I just need to turn snapping off here. Angle is fine. Grid, I think, is what I want. Can I not? Okay, road guideline. Just turn everything off. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think technically because of this pavement here, we are connected to the road. So I just want road anarchy. No, prop anarchy is fine. Which one of these? Prop snapping. None of these are... Anarchy. There we go. You know, actually, I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to use the Move It mod to... That didn't work. Okay. Hang on. Move this back to here. And then give me another... straight path. I just want a second node. There we go. Then I want to just take you and move. Oh. I think I can see where the problem is coming in. Oh, no, there we go. That's all I want. I just wanted to do this. But I would love to have a crosswalk right there. So I think what I need to do... Can I go over the grass? Okay. Isn't it great how there's so much stuff you can do with this mod? Yeah, I know, you've updated. Good job. Alright, I want... not stop signs. Crosswalk, crosswalk. That's what I want, I think. If you... welcome. Yeah, the question is, will people actually cross there, or are they going to walk all the way down and cross over here? I think they're going to walk all the way down and cross over there, if I'm being honest. So I think this doesn't really matter what I'm doing here. Okay. Never mind. We're just going to delete this whole thing. Wrong button. There we go. And I guess I could fix these junction restrictions again. Not that it matters. No one's going to do anything. Okay. We'll just leave this like is. They can walk down to the front and then cross over there, and then they're in the campus, basically. All right, so I will still put the groundskeeping back behind the administrative building here. Like maybe right there or something. All right, then we'll plan out our... let me turn off anarchy. We'll turn all these back on. What happens if I go from there? Yeah, I thought so. That's... can't... Gotta be at least one. Okay, so what we can do is, we can start, like, here. There we go. I mean, it doesn't look great, but that technically is connecting. People can walk around this building now. So we could go... we could take a path out this way and put down, like... Actually, let's take our... I'm trying to think of how dorms actually work, but I'm going to put it, like, there. Then I want to do a path like that. And then we're going to take this and flip it this way and put down a second one. I want to have a bunch of people. This is only... each one of these is only 300 students. And our single university before was allowing 2,400 students or something like that, or whatever it was. So, want to make sure we kind of cram that all in there. So, that's that. And then we're probably going to want... let's see. I feel like our, like, if we're going to have, like, a student quad area or something, it should not be here or something like that. It should be more like, well, in the middle. So, but not anywhere where you could see the thing going on. So, let's see. We're going to need some buildings. A study hall, groundskeeping we got, book club. Yeah, we'll put that in that police academy. That's fine. So, I think what we're going to do is just kind of plan for there being some sort of like a central quad area. And I bet you at some point we can put like park amenities in it. So what if we made that like that? That's okay, that merged. What if we made it like that? Is that too small? That might be too small. I want this to be a big old. Let's go out maybe there. So how far was that? That's 280. I don't want you to snap to the angles. No, sorry. I do want you to snap to the angles. I don't want you to snap to the road guides. There we go. 280. 280. 280. So there's going to be our quad there. And then we could do another... Ooh, do I have enough? Can I move you? Can I move you all? How far over can I move you? Like there. Is that enough to get a little path next to you on the other side? I think it might be. There we go. Got some dorms there next to our parking garage. All right, and then we'll figure out what we're doing with this. In fact, actually, I'm not going to figure it out. I'm going to put a crisscross in it. Oh. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I had a City Skylines 2 moment there. Do we want it to be like that, or should we do it like an X? Yeah, I think actually that would be better. Can't really hit a 45-degree angle on this, can we? Hit me with snap to... Oh, we're so close to 45. Is it just because there's a node right there? I think so. You know, it'll be fine. You can't even tell. There we go. So there we've got that. Maybe on this side of it is where we'll put our little book club. And then we need to start getting some additional trade buildings going. So let's just go out. Let's just take a path out this way and start with study hall, which we could just put like right. It's like a. Is this a lie? What is a study hall actually? Just more like a library, or is it more like just a like classrooms? I actually don't know. I've heard it used to describe lots of things. So anyway, study hall there, and then we'll throw in our... Oh, that's really large. We might not be able to... We may not want to do all of these different trades. Let's not do the additional trades just yet. So I'm going to unpause. We're going to hit our trees. What kind of trees do we want? I want to do just regular tree planting. I think I have 2 mods that do the same thing, to be honest. Let's see, what are the rest of these things? They're like some sort of a... No. Are they like this? What are these things? I guess we could use... here we go. They're like this thing. Is there a version of that that is not... It's a sugar maple, perhaps. Tree sapling. What are these? Okay, so what if we did... What if we did, like... I don't know, some sort of a weird kind of a... This. U. What if we put, like... apple tree in the middle of each section here, like this, and then we'll just do some more of these around. Can't actually see if I'm lining these up very well. And then I think what we'll do is go over to our parks. I think I can do this. I think I can take props from the parks and do stuff like have some like around the apple trees maybe or something. We'll just do like bench. Oh, is that really going to ruin the ground like that? No, I don't like that. Bench. Maybe we could put one of the. We could put a little. We could put some plazas down or something. What else have we unlocked that might help me with this? Cafe table set. Does that ruin the ground? That does too. Okay. Don't want to ruin the ground. That could work. Maybe we'll just have some, like, over on the corner. Yeah, let's do that. Let's rotate it. And just do this, like, on the corners like this. Then I don't really care if these things ruin the ground at all. Oh, I kind of like, let's use more of the nature stuff, because there's like nature reserve tables. We could just do like 2 of these on each one. People can move them around however they want. All right, put the other one. Okay, and then everybody else is just going to kind of hang around. Oh, there's already benches on that anyway. I do love this, though, and I wish this wasn't going to ruin the ground around it. Because I would love to... Actually, you know what? What if we actually put it close enough to the trees that maybe it doesn't matter as much? You know, we'll put these little log things close enough to our... Yeah, why don't we do that? Close enough to our apple tree that it doesn't really matter as much that the ground is messed up. Okay. So there we go. There's the beginning of our university. We'll see where we go from here. Oh, it needs plumbing. That makes sense. Okay, so we've run plumbing under the old road, but not under the new road. So let's run it. No. Did we not? Why can't I bulldozer you? If I go underground, you're not there anymore. Weird. Okay, well, either way, that's fine. But why is it not hooked up? Why is there no water flowing through it, seemingly? Are we having water issues? No, we're not. I just didn't have the info view turned on. Okay. And let's run... I guess this works out okay right here. We'll just run that through there, and then we can branch off and cover any other buildings we need to. In fact, if we just take this one out to there, then we pretty much covered the whole place. So, that'll work. Turn off my info view. Alright, so... how are we looking then? And we are going to run low on water here. But yeah, now our university... we only have capacity for 1,050. And we have greatly increased. So that means what we really need is... and I don't necessarily need to provide every single person, excuse me, who wants to go to university. I don't necessarily have to provide that for every person, but we should try to meet some of the needs. Because what we actually don't want is for every single person to become college educated. I know that sounds rough, but the reality is that businesses will need some uneducated workers. And if we make everybody educated, then they're going to run out of... There we go. Now we're at 3,000. So we're good. Crime. Where are you having crime at? Oh, I guess it went away. You guys still have nowhere to sell your stuff. Yeah, we're... So you know what we need to do with these guys to solve their problem is we need some factories that can use their stuff. So let's set this back to balanced. So we need factories that can use sand and... yeah. Thank you, Fuse. That would work. we need some sort of factory that can use let's slow you down a bit. That can use what is this? Ore and sand. So what have we got in our industry here that can do that? So we've got ore industry storage, the ore grinding mill, which turns stuff into glass. Oh, and some of these things are not in our industry area here, are they? Pedestrian area. Is it this one? Paint industry area. Yeah, here. You need to be all in the zone here. There we go. Okay. So, we don't have one of these. A rotary kiln. That turns ore into, I assume that's glass. Is that what that is? Come on. Iron pellet squeezed is to process. Let's say production rate. Okay. Pretty sure that's glass. Hold on. We should be able to click this. Yeah, glass. Oh no, metals. It creates metals. The sand creates glass. The ores are... Oh, so we are actually outputting ore. We're outputting a little metal. We're not outputting any glass. So we need to definitely increase our glass production. Fiberglass plant. And our rotary kiln. Now, these things don't have to be in the area, I don't think. I'm pretty sure. Nope, must be placed roadside, not in an industry area. Never mind. We would have to designate a new, probably, ore industry area in order to be able to fit these things in, because this is not going to be a big enough area. Actually, who says? Who says? Let's move you over a little. Oh boy, I think... Oh, is that lightning? Thunder? I might need to do a little ground construction here, but let's see, if I take this road... Yeah, no, I can't do that. Let's move you over a little bit. And move you over a little bit. Now I can take this road down. And we'll actually take it down. So it should go on a slant here. There you go. So these can still be up on their spots. And in fact, what I think I'm going to do is... Do I have landscaping tools ready? Okay, good. Let's do soften terrain a little bit around these. Not that big. Just to... Actually, maybe I did want it to be that big. Yeah, there we go. Just kind of softens that up a little bit. Gives it a bit more of a... Just kind of blends it in a little bit. I think we'll end up adjusting this a little bit more. Like, I probably want to level a... Oh! There we go. Okay. Terrain height is fine. Let's take the brush strength down. I just want to... It's still a little bit too square for my taste, but that's okay. That's not the worst. We could fix that up a little bit more, though, I think. If we were to grab something like that. Get that a little bit like that. That's better. Get something like that. There we go. Now it just doesn't have that squarishness to it. This still does, because it's like a ramp going down, but that'll be fine. All right, so down here on this side, let's see. So now that we've kind of come down, actually, yeah, actually, that worked out in my favor a little bit, because what I really wanted, like, I'd be okay with this being cut like that as long as it was even across both. So does that work for here too? It does. Good. Then we can take our landscaping and re-flatten this to be... Actually, I think I should probably... Maybe I should just flatten this whole area to begin with. You're kind of weird like this. I changed my mind and I don't like you. Yeah, okay. This will look a little bit better if we just pull that back and just make it a sheer cliff that's like consistent all the way across. Then I'm kind of okay with it. That'll be fine. Alright, so a little bit of a mulligan there, but that's okay. Then we'll take a road like this. These are one-way roads, and I did not mean to do that. Well, how are we going to pull this? Oh, because what I really wanted was this road. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Can I change this without... No, I can't. Okay. Good. Then we will... I think the one-way roads are going to be okay here. We're just going to want it to be like... No, actually, for these roads, one way is not going to be good. I do need to figure out what to do with this. Because now anybody coming down here is going to have to go like this. And this really should all basically shift over by one. Which is going to be annoying and somewhat expensive to move unless I cheese it. So, how much to move everybody over by one? 4,000 per? Yeah. Yeah, why not? Let's just do it. We got the money. Just a little... You know how it is. Sometimes you gotta pick up your factory buildings and move them. I think I put you the wrong way, which is going to cost me not much, actually. Alright, now I think we can upgrade this road and not lose anything. There we go. So now they can come down here. So what we could do now is go into here. Let me just double check we're not missing anything. Seabed mining we can't do. Ore grinding mill. I think we've got 2 of those already. Is that what this is? That's a glass manufacturing. Wait, that's glass manufacturing. Where were we getting metals from? What was making metals? These are all warehouse yards for metals. Right, so this is ore grinding. That's making metals. These are the ores. This is where sand is coming from. Hold on, I need to reevaluate what we're doing here. So this is where ore is coming from. This is where ore is coming from. Is these sand storage? Oh. Sand is ore. Yeah, both of these are cosmetic. I'm an idiot. Okay, so I don't need to do 2 separate things necessarily. I just need to increase. So this is for storing metals. So we've got a lot of metals we're not selling. These are storing metals. Nothing is storing glass, though. Right? This is making glass. Oh, some of these are storing glass. Okay, these are glass. Metals, metals, metals. Okay, so these ones here are storing glass. Sorry, I gotta remember how I'm doing stuff here. That's metals as well. Okay, so we have a lot of glass, we have a lot of metals, we have a lot of ore, and we can't do anything with them because we basically stopped our chain of production there. So, things that can make... Ah, okay. So actually, we have a different problem at the moment. What we need is some unique factories that can do stuff with this stuff. So, here we could turn glass into sort of a diamond thing or something. I don't know. That'll work. Lemonade factory. What does this use? Lemonade factory produces crops and glass are needed. That's good. So we could use glass and the crops from the farm there. This one we don't have the parts for. This one we don't have the parts for. That's like plastics. That one we don't either. So what's this one? Meat, crops, and bakery requires animal products, crops, and flour, which we don't have. Wait a minute. Requires animal products, crops, and flour. We should be able to do all of that up in the farm section. All right, so we are going to do one of these. If I could fit it in here, and I can. So we're going to do one of these. Actually, let's do this with our one-way road. And we'll go down. Then can I fit it in? Sideways? Good enough. Alright, we're going to landscape the back here some more. So just pull that back a little bit. And maybe we'll soften that up a little. Okay. So then our road can go down and basically around and up, and then we'll make the rest of this one way. But we'll make it the correct way. And we'll get some water down this way. I'll just do that. Alright, so now we should have things using metals and creating steel products. Oh, does this cost? What do I do if I crank that? Oh, it just increases the upkeep? That's fine, let's keep it at 100% for now. Okay. So that will help with our metals situation. We are probably going to want a warehouse to store metals. Or to store steel, basically. And I think we're going to need that as one of these. Let's do like maybe a medium warehouse. We just do it right. Actually, that's not... let's see. If I do it here, then I should... Where do the people actually go on this to get in? It's like here, right? Where's the drop-off point? It's right there. Okay, so that's where people go to drop stuff off. One of the things we can do with these, what's this mod called? Spawn point. Sometimes the spawn point is like right on the road, and so trucks will just stop. Well, let's see, there you go, he just spawned out of there. If we move this spawn point to somewhere further in, then when the trucks come around, and they're like, this guy's going to go right up to there probably. Yeah, see, and he stops in the middle of the road. So if we were to do something like, take that spawn point, I gotta remember how this thing works now. Can I drag it? Yes, I can. If we were to put it like, let's say right here at that garage, okay? And let's watch what happens here when the next guy comes in. Okay, that'll be this guy. I think this might be something we're going to want to do in a couple of places. So he's going to come in here, and he's going to drive all the way... Oh, you know what? I didn't hit save. Or whatever you got to do. Is there a save? How do you do the save? Do I have to... I don't want to copy it. Add vehicle... No. Maybe we could just close this. And it commits. I don't know. There we go. Okay, so you see he did that, and he got entirely out of the road. So everybody else could just drive by with no problem. So that's a mod-only optimization we could do for some of these other things too. So anyway, since they come here and they pick up their stuff, then they got to take it somewhere. What we're going to do is we're going to put a warehouse right here. And we could use these warehouses for other things too, but let's put it right here for now and set it to... it was steel or something, right? Oh, unique factory products. Yeah, okay. So it can store whatever it wants in there. We may actually end up using that for more than just the one thing, but it'll store them there. Now, the other thing we could have done is actually put that warehouse closer to other industries, so we may end up moving it at some point, because what'll happen is they'll put this stuff there, and then if somebody else needs whatever we put in there, they'll have to drive all the way down here to get it. But if we put the warehouse here, these guys can pick stuff up, ship it out to somewhere else, and it'll just be in a more central location. So hopefully that will start using up some of our metals. Okay, so metals is already starting to go down. Good. We still have... actually, glass is starting to go down too. I wonder if we're selling... We might be selling glass out of town. One of these things could make needed glass, right? Let's see. Fiberglass, that makes glass. Which one's... Oh, the lemonade factory needs glass. What if we put a lemonade factory somewhat close to the farm? What if we did that? What if we maybe went, like, right off of here? Give me this road, but let me just do, like... do a 4-lane... Two-lane with grass. Actually, maybe we don't even need the... Let's do... What is this? 2-lane road with median? Do we even need... Yeah, I don't even think we need a 4-lane road for this. So let's just do... Let's just take this up. Like this. And it might be a good idea to even connect these two. So that we don't get too much traffic coming down this way. So why don't we do that? Let's heck, let's just do that. Then they can kind of branch out if there'll probably be some traffic coming down and going to the highway this way, which is fine because it'll help alleviate some of this going on. Which might mean we actually may want to do a something like that down there. Just to get a little going. Alright. Then off of this road, we can do... let's see, I wanted to do a one-way like this. We will go out. Then we'll plop down that big old factory. Lemonade factory, right? Industrial steel, lemonade. Oh, it's big. Oh, it's big. Maybe we will. Oh, we've got all this space that's not really... I mean, we could do it here. I'd rather do it on a one-way loop. We could do it here, though. I think there's less farmland right here. I don't like it to be on the actual farm itself. So, let's do this. Let's see. We are going to need it to take up this space here. Industry takes up so much space in this game, and also in real life. It's kind of ridiculous. And we're putting it all mixed in with our city, which is also fairly realistic in a lot of ways. But so I think we're going to want... Probably going to want something like a little... Almost like a frontage road type deal. Alright, so now I could put this... Like, oh, okay. Let's landscape this a little bit. Oh... I want to level terrain. There we go. Back down you go. So we'll pull it way back, and then we'll hit soften. Just kind of do that. Actually, I'm going to pull that. Sorry, cars. Sorry. Okay. Let you go around. Let you go around. Get rid of that. Okay, so that's going around there. Now, where is your spawn point? We should be looking at spawn points here. Probably going to be somewhere right around there. Okay, let's move you to, like, there. Get you out of the way. Alright, trucks are going around. It occurs to me might make more sense for them to come from, to go around the other way. But alright, what are you complaining about? You have crops, but you don't have glass. See, this is why we should put up near here, since it's not in the... Oh, but can I? I can't put a glass... I can't put glass storage up there, can I? Let's see, warehouse yard. Unbalanced warehouse will be operating. I don't think these are the kind. I'm just gonna plop one down for a second. Stored. Oh, I can. Okay, good. Hang on. Let's just move you, because I could put you... Okay, this will actually work better then. We'll put it somewhere where it's not going to look goofy in the ground, which was right there. Alright, then we want you to be glass storage. So essentially what will happen is some of the glass from down here will now get shipped up into here, and then that will be used to, you know, fund this. And then it will also need crops, which it's going to get from right here. So I don't think I need to build another farm thing or anything like that. Alright, let's fix this up a little bit. Pull you back. Soften you up. There we go. Cool. Alright, that should be enough. Now we're making that. We're making a ton of money out of it. University is doing good. We are unrecognized at the moment, but we have a massive attractiveness. And unfortunately, we are losing money on it. But let's see. We don't need to do any of that. Let's see. We can give research grants. That's the academic work. Academic works can be created. They are required to level up the campus area and can be displayed on the in museums to increase city attractiveness. So, if we give them a grant, which we have the money for, then there's a chance that they will... There's a greater chance that they will produce an academic work. It's only 30% chance. Let's give them a grant for artisanry. And then we'll go from there. So, we don't have enough students. How is our... Hang on a second. Oh, we've got a lot of stuff to deal with, don't we? We're going to need more jails. But mainly, we're going to need more sewage. We could go back to dumping. I don't want to, though. I'd rather keep going with these guys over here. Can we fit another one in? I mean, I guess we can. We'll just lose a little other industry, but that's okay, because I am... That should take care of that. Now, how are we on water availability? We could do another pump. We're already kind of lowering the lake level here quite a bit with these pumps. I think what we'll do is actually do a... Well, we can't do the large water tower yet. Let's just do a regular water tower, and maybe we'll do it... Yeah, I like to do the water towers like as you're kind of entering the city, so maybe we'll do that. And we will just run underground to it like that. And that will help with our water situation. Oh, it's got no power. Oh, that makes sense. Can we run underground power lines to it? Or we could do a wind turbine right next to it. Okay, hang on. I have an idea. Let's move you like this. And then let's put a wind turbine next to it. Oh, wait, are you oh, is it close enough to the road now that it's actually getting power? Well then, if it's not complaining, I'm not complaining. I was thinking, though, we put a windmill next to it, then you get a nice little windmill as you come into town. But then I think we would need... Well, no, maybe that's close enough to this road that it will provide the power. Yeah. Okay, well, there you go. That's still a cool-looking thing, I think. Alright, so we need an academic work. We're practically... The year is almost over. Students... let's see. Yep, okay. Well, we'll get notified when the year ends. Industry is looking better, I think. So our steel products are going to town. Our lemonade is going crazy. I think we should probably take another one of these warehouses and actually put it... I want to kind of put it closer to the people, basically. Maybe a small warehouse somewhere, just to have a... Actually, maybe that's not the worst place to put a warehouse, huh? There's going to be some trucks coming in, but you're going to get set to be unique factory products, and then some of this stuff will... I'm going to start using this mod more and moving this thing out of the way a little bit, because then it'll keep the trucks out of the way. And you are full of lemonade and you have nowhere to send it. Well, not enough buyers. Nobody wants our lemonade, huh? Well, that's why I put this thing here, so you could ship some lemonade to it. But, yeah, Fuse, I'll send you the lemonade. Let me check the box that says, send it to Fuse. Well, hopefully that kicks in at some point. We also can be producing more things from this farm here. Let's... Oh, that was the academic year, and I accidentally closed it. Oh, okay, good. We created an academic work. Good deal. So now what's our... Attractiveness still good. We need more students, but they're coming in. We don't have any varsity sports yet. Does that mean I can upgrade this area now or not? No, we have not actually leveled up the... Yeah, we're still unrecognized. That's okay. We need 2 academic works, and then we need 500 students. That's just going to be a matter of getting people through high school, essentially. Now, what's the difference here? Oh, that's the education of the actual people. Right, and then this one is availability of... Yeah, so they're not seeing this as university availability, it being way over there. We should maybe get a bus route that goes to the to the university. Why don't we do that real quick? And then remind me to come back to the farm. Let's do a... What do we got here? Compact bus station. Bus station. This is I need like a... I want another depot. Intercity bus station. That's actually a good idea. People who travel to and from the city. That might actually be a good thing to have, because we have like a bus stop like on this road here. Maybe we should put down a inner city bus station like right in here or something like that. I guess we don't have the room to get people in from out of town. Okay, well, let's not worry about that at the moment. Place bus stops to create bus lines. Yeah. Let's do a biofuel bus depot. And let's maybe put it like right up here. No, that's on the... Yeah, let's put it down here, where there's a two-way road. Two-way road with a median, though. Let's change up this road. I've decided I don't like it anymore. Let's do it road with grass. Yeah. There we go. Now they can exit from here and go that way if they want. So, what we want to do is create some bus stops. And we might as well have our bus stop start and kind of go around, because what we really just want to do is kind of have it be able to connect with some of these other bus lines. So it'll probably just go up through this main corridor here, and then can bring people, because they've all got... Do we have bus service? We don't have bus service down in this area, though. Okay, we'll have to work on that. So let's say we're going to have a bus stop like here. It's going to be our first bus stop. And then we could take it out to like, let's see, that would be a right turn. Let's put a bus stop across from that one. Then we'll do another bus stop near that one. Then we'll head across. Bus stop there. Bus stop there. And then we might as well... Let's see, we could do a detour through the farm area just to let people have a... Nah, I don't want buses running through there. We'll just come back to here for now. There we go. So now, are you going to be my... bus line 4 is going to be the university line. Let's make it like some kind of a green color. Alright. Do I get to choose the bus style? I don't think I do. Not there, at least. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the university bus is going to be a biofuel capacity 30. There we go. So now that we have a biofuel depot and a line needs biofuel... Yep, there they go. Yum. Coming right out of there. Alright. Let's adjust this bus line as well. Let's see. Drag line to add stop. Okay, I want to actually take... I want to take this stop and move it to here. And then we're going to move and add another stop there. We're going to keep kind of dragging this down a bit. Actually, that's not bad right there. Then we'll throw a stop like there. there. And then I think we're back up. Yeah, that's... Oh. Do we not have a... Oh, did I accidentally start a new line right there? How do I fix that? Like that. There we go. Just wanted a bus stop right there. Okay. That will help because people will be able to walk. If they live in the middle or the sides, they'll be able to walk like a block-ish to a bus stop somewhere along this main route. And then that will take them up. And then they can change bus lines to get somewhere else. Like, people will do it. You know, it's kind of annoying, but people will do it if they need to get places and they don't want to drive, so. Are you still complaining? Got nowhere to sell your lemonade? You are. Allow export. Yeah, this is all set up. We not have outs. Oh, you know what? We were going to do outside shipping to with this train station. Okay. So, I'm going to take a drink of water because I've been talking a lot. And then we have to decide, do we start to expand the farm, or do we go back to the thing I was talking about before of hooking into this outside train line so that we can get some inside and outside exports going through the train line? We have time to do both. It's just a matter of which we're going to do first. So, if you have not yet liked the video, please consider liking if you're enjoying it in real life. And if you would like to get notified when I go live, please consider subscribing. I was thirsty. Okay. Let's look at the farm real quick, and then we'll see about the train station, because we're going to need some additional infrastructure over here before we do any of that, and I don't want to expand the farm poorly. Is there anything else we're complaining about? What is this? University availability? Well, did I read this wrong before? I thought, oh, that was high school capacity. Yeah, university capacity we're still pretty low on. Why don't I just throw in another dorm real quick? Well, okay, now hold on a second. Because we have 3,000 people eligible, and I have capacity for 1,500, but we only have 156 students, and it's going up. So I think I leave it alone. We're not even filling our own capacity yet, so let's not worry about it. Okay, in the farm. Farm. Here we go. We've almost unlocked everything, so we can start doing... Oh, let's look at what we're making here. So, we've got potatoes everywhere. We can always get more potatoes. So this is creating our crops. And then we got our greenhouse for more crops, and this is storing crops, and they're all freaking full. This thing is making flour, and these things are storing flour. These things are making animal products, and these things are storing animal products. We have plenty of flour and animal products, so we can make with that. In our unique buildings, we can make. This needs all three of those things. We could have a bakery. How big is the bakery? Bakery is not that big. So what we could do is actually put the bakery closer to civilization. Or even closer to, like, the university, because they're probably not going to care. We will need a bit of a industrial... oh, what's going on with this thing here? What are we all getting stuck in going into? Oh, this little... Oh, I should redo this. This is a bad... Having that intersection and this intersection. Are these lights? Oh, there's stoplights there. Okay, this is actually more important. I need to readjust this. That's a recycling center. We're going to move you to there for now. I want to... Sorry, there's always something going on with this. So we're gonna pull this over. Let me pause for a second. Delete this road. I'm well aware of your concerns. Pull you down. Pull you down. The ground is a little weird. So that will help with that little thing there. We will fix you up in a minute. Can I move you here? Yes. Okay, good. So that fixes that. Let me see if I could soften this ground a little bit behind you. There we go. A little bit. I don't think I can fix that too much. I would have to do that and then... there we go. Okay, so that should fix up some of that traffic jam because people are having to wait at like 2 consecutive lights there. And let's just see if that fixes it. Yeah, I think we're moving now. This will be good. Still a little bit of a backup here, but I don't know that it's really much I could do with that. Most people are going straight. I don't think I could fit a 6-lane in here that would allow me to have like dedicated turn lanes for everybody. But almost everybody is going straight until they get up to there anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Now, one thing we could do here is potentially try and fix this turnaround problem. Because our recycling trucks are... Put you back there. That will help a little bit. But again, the problem here is that they are crossing over. Well, we can fix this by just taking you and kind of moving you down to the very end. Oh, look at that ground there. Yeah, I choose to ignore it. Why are there so many cars turning down this way, though? What are they all trying to do? Trying to get to a parking spot or something? Driving to... Are you all just using this as a turnaround because of the one-way roads? Like, seriously, what are you guys doing? You are going to... You're trying to get over to there. You're a sedan driving over to there. Why don't you just... I'm confused. Why don't you just do that? What if we gave you a little bit of a... Hang on. What if we gave you a little bit of a back road to do that? Will that help you? You won't be able to do a U-turn there anymore. But now you can do a U-turn down here. Okay, I think this has cleared up this area enough. And then I actually want to... Yeah, so I think there's a way. Hang on, let me slow this down. I want to say there's a way. If we take this and... Excuse me. Pull this away to, like, there. There should be a way to, like, apply to all buildings of this type. There we go. So now if we look at this one, it's over there. Okay, good. So this will help because people will stopping in the road. And I wish I could save this setting for all time, but where are you? Yeah, here. You're going to go up into there. And then apply this for everybody. And we're just going to do this. I remember doing this years ago. Going through every single one of these and moving their moving their spawn point. Oh, this one actually makes sense because it's... Oh, man. Okay, well, we're going to leave that one because of... It's accurate to have it dump out right there. Whereas these, it's more accurate to have them dump in a pile right there. So that's good. Let's look at you. Where are you? Go over there. Why are you... Oh, you're parking there. Okay. Good for you. Good for you. Okay. Let's just move you back a little. Good. And then... I don't know what button allows me to cancel this, but let's just move you to, like, over there. Alright. That's probably one of the single biggest things we can do to change... to fix traffic, is to get people from stopping in the middle of the road. And I should do the same thing up here, too, because people will stop right in front of all of these things. So these ones, I think we're going to have it go just to the... because I put enough space in between each one. So let's have it do that and see what we get. See, then they pull off the road. And they... Maybe we need to pull it back even further. You can always go like way over to there. Alright, what's your deal? I don't know that I'm going to be able to help you too much, but we could at least pull it back to there. Then... Oh, one thing we can do sometimes is... if it looks like it's in a building like a garage, we can actually put it inside the garage. And then they'll go into it. Although, how does that apply to you guys? Because you're, I think, technically the same building. Oh, maybe not. Well, you got no nothing there. So, it is what it is. Alright, that's going to help with that. Same deal for you guys. Put you, like, under the thing there. And then... I don't know why they don't do this automatically. But... seeing as how the spawn point is clearly a place that can be moved. Like, every building has it in a different spot. I just don't know why they don't put it... why they put it at the side of the road and not, like, an actual place that looks like they're coming out of the building or something like that. Hello, cows. Did I get you? I don't think I got you. Let's move you near this, like, garage thing there. Yep. Okay. That will also help with traffic. Okay. Now, what are we going to do to this farm to get us... Well, actually... If we're already not selling lemonade. Lemonade is crops and grass. Right. There was the... What was the other thing? The bakery. Did I put a bakery? That's a biofuel depot. Where are we going to put the bakery? We could put it right off of this road, maybe? And... since it's not a huge... Let's see. Which way would we want to do this? Would we want to do it in a... would we want to do it in a one-way type deal? How big is the bakery? It's not that big. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could... we wouldn't be able to fit, like... warehouses without bothering the people who live here. Let's see, would it make sense to connect these two roads to allow them, if they're not going up this way, to allow them to just exit straight out? That might make sense. And then what we could do is put our bakery in our because we've got our warehouses right here already. Let's just put our bakery right here. Right there. Oh, that's fine. That's going to make pastries, which are going to get shipped to probably one of these warehouses over here. But I think we should probably have a warehouse for... at least a small warehouse for the goods nearby here. In fact, what I want to do is I'm going to move you to this side. And then put my warehouse on this side. So I can fit it in like... well, I could fit it in right there, but I actually kind of want to put it here. And the reason, then, is because they can go to here and then immediately go to there. So you're going to be for unique factory products. And you should now be getting all your stuff coming in from, like... let's see, that's the flour. So you got the crops coming in, the flour... oh, yeah, the only downside here is that they have to... from here, they have to kind of go around in a circle a bit. Maybe we should make this a two-way. Let's see, they'd have to go get it from here, go out and all the way around. Yeah, this is not the most ideal way to do this. Maybe it would be best to do it along here instead. So we'll put you at the very end. Put you right here. And the road, oops, the roads there, the ground still looks like garbage. Normally I don't care too much about moving these spawn points around, but I do it for these factory things because there's just so much traffic, and this actually becomes a huge benefit to traffic management. And it's not unrealistic to think that a truck is going to pull entirely off the road to load itself up, you know? So anyway, now they can come in, take from these, or from these, drop them off at the factory. Yep, we're filling up. Unique factory products, that'll go there. You guys probably need like a parking lot over here, don't you? All this street parking going on. Where are parking lots? Parking lots. Park Plaza. Yes. Maybe because there's a lot going on here, we should do a... this is one way, right? That's okay. Let's do like 2 of them right there. Then you guys can walk over. Okay. Farm a little better. Now, we're really going to have to think about this train situation because we might want, at some point, to have a commuter rail on the same train line. In which case... so I'm thinking we'll probably, when we buy up this direction, we might end up doing like a commuter rail station up here or up here or something. Because I'm thinking we'll keep our industrial cargo train station thing over here so that it can just empty onto the highway. You know, stuff can just get on the highway or they can go straight into town. And these factories and stuff can get stuff like right out of here. But we're also going to want like people coming in here, and then maybe they can get out up here and come down this road. Maybe we'll upgrade this to a non-industrial road at some point. And have them come down through here if they want to get to like the university or something like that. So let's... well, we'll figure that part out later. Oh, one thing I did want to do is real quick deal with the police situation, which is... we should also zone some more houses. We're like growing very slowly because I've been working on industry, and industry takes up so much space. Police is this one, huh? Police station, that's patrol car capacity. Patrol car, headquarters. High capacity. No, I want like a prison. Prison van capacity. police helicopter, and it's... does this give... I bet you these also have... these all have a jail capacity, right? I bet you if we just put down like a police headquarters, we will have enough capacity. Where is my... How are we looking for... I see we have decent coverage. We just don't have enough jail. Don't have enough prison for the criminals. No, that's actually not true. There's hardly any coverage up in this area here. So our police headquarters should probably reside somewhere around this general vicinity. Maybe that's what we could do off of this road here. Is take... Not really necessary. Oh, let's do it off of... Let's see, this will probably add another stoplight in the middle here, which I don't really want to do. Let's do it off of here. Actually, that could... Ah, that was the wrong road. Let's grab this road and see. There you go. A little bit of a cross that way, and then we can throw in our police headquarters there. And now that should give us... It's a wave of happiness over there. Jail capacity is good. Crime rate is fairly low. Hopefully that will go down now, but that's still a little concerning. Alright, time to do a train station. Now this is going to be interesting because... actually, this will be interesting because have we unlocked trains? That's actually a good question. Okay. Train we have. Alright. Cargo train, train station, elevated train station. I think that's the one that gives you... no, that's just a regular train station. Okay. That's a regular train station. There's like a mixed train track. You're right. We'll unlock that. And sometimes there's some mixed... Oh, we might want to put taxis in. Let people get some taxis. Monorail station with road. Monorail station, monorail track. Some of these somewhere. Oh, tours. That's nice. Public transport hubs. There we go. So the hubs are the ones that are like you can take one type of transportation in and then take another out. So like this one has a metro train station and also a tram station, and they can like cross over multi-level metro with let's see, what is, I don't even know. That's definitely a train station there. It's just, it'll tell me here. Underground, ground, and elevated metro tracks. Nice. Then we got the multi-platform train station, a multi-platform end station. I guess this one is, I can't even rotate it. I want to see what the other side looks like. Yeah, so this is like through. Ferry and bus. We don't need that. Ferry tram. What's this? Bus intercity hub. Bus terminal and intercity bus hub. Large building with local bus stops. Oh, we should do that. With separate platforms for intercity buses. That would be a good thing to have, maybe like, or even right here. Because we can pull some of these bus lines over to it. Oh, I like that. Yeah, let's do that. Because... I would have to move all that stuff. So, what we've got here... Oh. Look at me getting distracted all the time with these things. That should cover it. Can I... Remember we were going to do trains? Anybody remember trains? We want to take our bus lines. Where's the bus? Okay. And get a... Let's see, like if I drag you... We could have you stop We could have you have a stop here. And then we could have you have a stop here. Then I think the inner city buses will just automatically come in. Now what if we had you? If we also had you? I mean, it'll add a little bit of a line to it, but what if we also have you come in there? I don't want to have everybody go through there necessarily, but you're already pretty close. So that will allow more people to get in and out of the city easier. We're definitely going to want to change... Oh no, actually you guys are good, because you're actually going to go into those little bus stalls. So, yeah, cool. People are using it. This one's Empire Line's being used like crazy. You might want to we might want to upgrade that one a little bit. Trains. Trains. We need a cargo train terminal. Why can't... Oh, building must be placed roadside. That is true, it must. I'm going to try... Oh, where are we going to do this? We have all this one-way road. Where are we going to do... How are we going to pull this off? Should we go... I think we should actually go... off of here. Off of, like, potentially, like, right there. Is that the right... That is the incorrect direction. Yep. So we'll do that, and then we'll cut it down to... 2-lane. I'll have to think about how we're going to do the... I think we're going to end up wanting another loop. Another one-way loop for it, but let's see. I need to place this... Either way, I need to place this building before I can unlock stuff. So let's get the building down. And it's definitely facing the wrong direction here. But now I've unlocked... What is this? Swiss track. Oh, that is there because some modded building demands it. Okay. So we're going to rotate this a little bit. And... let's see. So everybody's going to kind of spill out of here and go one way or another. So if we did it... Yeah, I think we're going to want a one-way loop for this either way. So we're going to orphan you for a minute. And... so we're going to have the tracks go up and, like, bridge over all of this and then come back down and hook into the old rail over here. So, I think the... we'll be fine. We'll get you your electricity, just chill. So let's do a 2-lane... I'm not going to bother with industrial track or industrial anything over this way. I think we're going to go like this, and then over, and then, that's not great looking, but, see, the problem with it is that this needs to be on that side, because otherwise the train, unless I could get... no, that'd be too hard. I was going to say, unless I could get the train to go, like, up and over. Like, if I put this on this side and then had the train go up and over its own road. But then I'm going, like, I'm doing that on both sides, and it's not that much fun. So, I think this will work. Let's flatten the ground a little bit over here, because we are kind of on a bit of a hill. And we'll smoothie that up. And we'll get some water running to you. Let's see. Go up and over and over. Now, I think I do want to change how these roads are because they look silly. So, we'll take you and we'll just go... I'm trying to think if I will need anything on the opposite side. Oh, you know what? I do want something on the opposite side. Yes. Okay. No, no, don't do that. I'm going to move you down a little. And then, I want, from here, I want some decently sized... Oh, see, here's where it would be better if I had done this nicely, because then I could put some warehouse in here. But yeah, if we do this, like, actually, maybe we should just do smaller ones. But if we do some smaller warehouses along here, we can have, like, I can now say that I want unique zoned products up here, and then we can have them ready to go by the train station. And then we could also put any number of warehouses along here, which I think is what we're going to do. So, except that I did not make you long enough. What if we... Hold on. What if we fix this whole thing and don't do stupid things? What if we went like that, and then we went like that, then we took all this back to there, grabbed that again, and we did like that. Okay. Then I want to put you in that corner for now. Ah, the ground looks terrible again. I can't with you. Hang on. I'm just gonna kind of... I realize there's gonna be like a cut in the road there, but that's okay. That part's fine, I think. This part might get a little weird. Nope. Well. Maybe if we move you real quick. Nope. Now I'm just wasting money. It's because this road is already... Okay. But this actually does bother me that much, so... Alright. That's a little bit better. That part I don't mind. Alright, so you're kind of good there. You're doing unique factory products. You're going to spawn a ton of trucks, so we're going to put you, like, back there. And then, are you... oh, we got another academic work. Still don't have enough students, though. Alright, and then if we decide we need... Like, I guess I could put... Oh, no, lemonade and stuff would go up in here, because that's a unique thing. I have goofed something. There we go. So why... You're coming up here to do what? You're driving to the Oak residence. Why did you come up here, then? Alright, so this is where it's going to get interesting. To get this... train line over all of this, we're going to basically need to do stuff. We're not going to do one-way track. What we will do is we are going to need to kind of go, because we're going to want, eventually, we're going to want... Oh, why are you turning blue? Or purple? This is a new one. I don't know what that is. Going to go on and go like this. Then we're going to want, behind it, some sort of, like, bypass line, basically. Okay, hold on. What am I not... I want... Now we're aligned to everything here. I want to just go I go straight up. Okay. I honestly don't know what that purple is there. That'll work. I just want to do that. Then I can get rid of these two. Because then we can take this, kind of go down into there, and take this and go like down into there. Then we can use the move it. Move it. Nope. Okay. Why are you purple? Is this like a texture issue? It's like a weird... I think this is. I think there's a texture issue going on. I'm going to save the game. A lot of autosaves. Where's new... Not new save. Where's new city? Anyway, I'll save it as new city. Okay. Are we just like... Yeah, because look at that. Then we're... Ooh, I wonder... City Skylines, are you... Yeah, there you go, because now we're... Yeah. Well, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take a moment. We are going to... Oh. I want to quit. Yeah, I'm going to quit the desktop. I'm going to reload the game real quick. So give me like... I don't know, just a few minutes here, and then we'll be back. Okay, I figured no sense to keep everybody waiting while we load in here. There's a lot to load, and almost all of it is vanilla stuff, which is fun. It's all the creator packs and the expansions and stuff. So it's gonna take a minute, but we'll get in. It's definitely one of the things that I miss about City Skylines 2 is that at least it does load quite a bit faster. So, and then hopefully this rendering issue doesn't persist, because that will be annoying. I'll have to try and figure out what caused that, because it seemed like it kicked in as soon as I selected the railroad tool. So hopefully it's not a... I don't really have mods that are modding the railroad, as far as I'm aware. I mean, there's the things that are modding, like transportation in general. I don't think... Nothing has anything to do with rendering them, though. There's no custom assets for railroads or anything. One of the weird things about this game is that they've put out so many creator packs and so many expansion packs that, like... You know, even in the last, like, 4 years, I went from, like, loading in tons and tons of custom assets to then just like slowly paring it back and being like, you know, the stuff in these content packs is actually not bad. You know, it's like it's good enough. Okay, well, that's still a problem there, huh? Still a problem. You guys are still a problem. So, that... actually, this thing right here is going to be a problem too, and I just realized. Let me, I know, let's see. Okay, here's my problem. Even though the game is completely messed up, I still want to fix this. If we go like, the weird thing is that if we're zoomed out, we can see everything fine. Everything over here is fine. Even my old dirt roads. Everything over here is fine. Traffic, surprisingly, doing fine. But we move over to here. There's something weird going on over here. It's like, only when you... I was going to say it's only when you're looking at the train station, but actually that's not even true. Well, you know what that means. What if we delete everything we've done? Or most everything we've done. Okay. That's kind of disturbing. A little bit. A little bit. What if we put it back in now? What will we get? Okay. Well, that has corrected the game. Now let me throw a save down. Yep, New City. We still don't have a name for this city. It's still called New City. Kind of digging it at this point. So let's, I guess, keep on working. Let's see what we can do here. So I think we're going to have to, for this side, we're going to end up going straight out probably about this. And then we've lost it. Okay, what if we don't go out that way? Okay. Am I... Okay, normal unmodded mode. Anarchy's off. Toggle road bending. Toggle node snapping. This is all normal stuff. Then we lose it. If I draw one over here, not a problem. Oh. Wait. Okay. Hold on. These rails are not actually connected. That's part of the problem. Which is weird, though. Anarchy's not on. I should be... Yeah, okay. So whenever it's connected to the cargo terminal, then we have a problem. That's going to be a problem. This is what always ends my City Skylines things. Alright. Sunken platform metro. I'm just looking to see if there's any other options for alternative train stations that do cargo. I don't think so. These are all going to be metro cargo. Now we just have the cargo train, then the rest of these are going to be like cargo airport hub, parked cargo plane, yeah. So, okay. So then the next question is, what if we turned that off? No. I'm spending all my money figuring this out. What if we did anarchy? Anarchy doesn't do it. So, basically, I can do any sort of... Actually, I don't want anarchy. I don't have to connect. I can do any sort of train stuff, but as soon as I connect it into the cargo hub, we are messed up. I wonder, what if we turn it off? This is a dumb idea. That's not... Wait. That's not actually connected, though. Yeah. Well, we may have to temporarily abandon our plans for cargo trains. Ahmed, welcome to the stream. We are debugging-ish. How come when I connect anything to this cargo station, I lose a bunch of models rendering in? But then if I delete it, they come right back. Very strange. Is very strange. So, what If there was a mod affecting that, what would be the mod that would be affecting that? Would it be Transfer Manager? We could try disabling that mod. Can't imagine that that would be the culprit, though. Okay, let's do this then. Let's pretend that I'm going to get this fixed, and let's figure out the rest of the rail situation. Okay? And try to get this set so that then at some point we could just connect it up. So what I want to be able to do is go out, go to, let's see, elevation. Oh, what's the, gotta remember the page up? There we go, that's right. I think I want it to be about there. Do I want it to be bridge? Maybe not right away. So we'll do, we want to kind of curve it a little bit here. So we want to go like out, curve, then we'll go over, like straight-ish, like that, and then we're going to want to carry on down, and I think we do want to start doing bridge-looking things. Where do we want to end up at, though? We want to end up kind of here-ish. And we could actually just go straight across the river. And then, let's see, bring ourselves back down to ground level. Maybe like that. That's not the worst. What is this? Ground. Yes. No, actually here, that's not what we want. We want that mode while we head down to ground level. We will start there, then head down to ground level, and when we hit ground level, we will be at the actual ground. So, hit me with 180. Ah. Well. I guess we could just try and keep going with it. Are you broken now too? Yeah, it still breaks it. Something about this thing. Something about the railways. What about the Swiss tracks? Here's a quick question. We got these Swiss tracks as a modded asset because of something. They don't even show the tracks. Oh, it's just a single track too, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, okay. Well. Just thinking, what if we did it in like... No, it's any doesn't even matter if it's one. Oh, wait. That's not connected, there's no way. Yeah. Yeah, anything connected to the train station is causing it. So, I think, let me fix this segment right here, because I wanted this to be a bridge. I want you to go to there, and that's connected, right? Okay. So then we will bridge across. Then we are down to here. And I feel like this is... Is that going to be too steep of a incline? This is too tall, I think, actually. Alright, we're going to redo this whole thing anyway. That's way too tall. So, yeah, I'm powering through is basically what's going on now. So we're going to grab this, start here, and we're only going to go up 12 meters should be okay. Hey, Nelson. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. And I do want this to start there, but also to be pointing like that. Ah, and then we lost it already. We're having weird graphical issues with railroads. What is it, I wonder, that's causing it? All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna hit a save again, and I'm gonna go mess with some. We only have a little bit of time left on this stream, so I'm gonna go mess with some mods real quick, and then I'm gonna come back, and we will see if. So give me like, I don't know, like 5 minutes, and then we'll be back. Yeah, it looks good except for all of the purple and lack of stuff rendering. So 5 minutes. Okay, so there was a mod that I was going to take out to see if it would make a difference. And as I exited the game, it informed me that that mod had been updated about an hour and a half ago. So I don't know that that's the offending mod or not, but I figured I might as well give it a shot. So it's a mod called Transport Manager, something like that. And I thought that might be doing the trick, but who knows? We'll see. If it's still doing it, we'll probably just end the stream here, and then I'll do some debugging off stream before the next one. So there's probably some other, you know, you never know, like mods, you think that they're good after an update, and then some, you know, random thing gets in the way. You know how it is when you're dealing with heavily modded games that update frequently. Not that this one updates frequently, but this was a pretty decently sized update. So we will see what happens. I'm going to take a drink of water while we do that. Please like and subscribe. Any minute now. Yep. City Skylines is in it. Oh, they're blue now. Okay. And Monitor It is popping up for some reason. Why is it? Why is it doing that? Oh. Okay. Oh, now we're back to purple. Okay, so that was not the problem. That was not the problem. And we're not having any issues there. Monitor it is it's this thing where I could see, like, how we're actually doing. You guys are seeing 60 frames per second max, but this is my frame rate that I have on my monitor. But it is I suspect it is getting that frame rate because nothing is actually rendering. If we go back over here, I bet you it's going to... Yeah, see. We zoom in to, like, a building, it's not bad, but, like, you know, frame rates are not... This is not a game if you like frames. But over here, where nothing's rendering, it's, like, buttery smooth. So, we're still not selling the lemonade. We are not... we're not rendering. It's so weird that it's train. Let's get rid of this. That it's train tracks causing the problem, right? Doesn't seem to be. If we do more road. Oh, here's a question. Actually, I'm gonna do a little test. What if we did a road and went up like this and tried to go over? Okay, so road is not a problem. Only train tracks be the problem. So let's see, last time I did this and then I went up to, I think 12 meters is actually fine, to be honest. Oh, it's road. Man. I want that. Train track. Yeah, I don't know, folks. Oh, look at it. It's not even... Yeah, that's probably a good clue. It's not even showing me the... Maybe I should just have Steam, like, verify the... Okay. Okay. Okay, come on now. Look at there. We got the highway to hell under here. Oops. There we go. Whoop, 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 whoop. Seriously, what the hell? Okay, there we go. Yeah. There's our purple, by the way. It's purple. Well, that's purple because, like, if you look back there, everything under here, so that's just a hole in the ground. But, yeah. Well, you know how City Skylines is. City Skylines is a harsh mistress that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. There we go. So let's say 12 meters. That should be... And we broke it. Yep. Well, my dreams for cargo rail have died. Doesn't mean we can't go do other things for the next 20 minutes, but let's leave the cargo rail as is. We'll let you guys... I guess you're going to fill up this factory thing here or something. Where are you going? What are you? Oh, you're the garbage truck. And you're just working there. Alright, well, what can we do for 20 minutes here? Could we zone a quick neighborhood or something like that? Like, we've got this area here. I was going to do something over here. We could do a small little neighborhood over here. You know, it's not the best beachfront looking property, but we could. And actually, we should probably even prep to have this road go across there. Based on the road that I've chosen, I suspect I meant for this to be industrial over here, but I think we need to spread out our industry a little bit more. So we're gonna... oh, we were gonna make a turbo roundabout. Or did we? That was something we were gonna do a time or two ago, and I want to say we tried it here and it ended up being a pain in the butt. Or did we? Hold on, wait a second. No, we did a turbo roundabout up here. And it... Are you guys crossing when there's not supposed to be crossing? Anyway, we did a turbo roundabout somewhere, and then it didn't end up being good. All right, I got two things I want to do. First off, we're going to take this to, like... I have no snapping, huh? What happened to my... Toggle node snapping? There we go. We're going to take this to, like, there. Then we're going to grab some small roads, and we're going to do some grids. And then we're going to fill them in with housing. And then we're going to prepare to have some... We're going to prepare to have this thing bridge over to there later. So this will end up being a bit of a... let's see, is that going to be okay there? It will. This is going to end up being a bit of a... through, like a little side neighborhood that you would pass, just like as you're going through to somewhere else. Which is not a bad thing. I did these the wrong size. I don't care. Let's see. Do I want to go to there? Yeah, that's fine. That kind of looks a bit symmetrical even. How far... I don't know how far out I was going there, but let's do that. Probably do some smaller pieces like that to fill that in. And I don't know that I want to do this entire neighborhood. Let's just do this part. So let's do a little bit of low density commercial kind of along the front here. Like that. We'll let that fill in. Then everything else is going to be... Actually, let's do high density residential behind this. And then low density for all these other ones. And get some water going over here too. So I can see where I'm covered. Okay, that looks good. Then we'll get, just to get some more people living in this place. You know? A couple more businesses. We should at some point also start to build up some, skyscrapers, not really skyscrapers on purpose, but like an industrial, no, like an office park, like some sort of well, you know what I mean. It's office buildings. We have them. Office zone. In fact, we could do office. I think counts as industrial. We could do some office. Maybe that would have been better than some of this. Yeah, here, look, I'm rezoning you guys right there. So, go away. We're going to do some office over here. Right, that's office. Now it's office. There we go. So, we'll get some, just jobs. People need jobs. Oh. Oh, no, what's happened here? People seem like they're able to get in and out of here. So, what is the deal? There we go. That actually works well, because I wanted to reverse that anyway. I did not want this to be a 5-lane going through here, though. So let's pick a 4-lane. Maybe one of these. Something like that. All right. That'll be good. Yeah, I think what we were going to do is we were going to redo this as a turbo roundabout later. Is this still Turbo Roundabout Road? No, it's not. Turbo 3 lanes. I'm going to regret doing this, I think. No, I'm not going to click it. So that's fine. That'll get us some stuff going over there. What are you? Recycling. That's good. Alright, so that's going to eventually go over there. And that, our residential demand has dropped, like, to nothing after that. So that's good. So that'll take a little while to fill in. And it'll start to actually increase our population a bit. Let's see. If we want more... you know what, actually, part of the reason we can't sell all this stuff is because there isn't enough... there is not enough demand for commercial. Like, we have a commercial demand here, and so, like, they need to be able to sell stuff. Where are we going to put some more... Oh, how about let's get some across from the university. The university needs stuff. So, let's maybe do... should we do a little bit of high density around it? Actually, we should probably do... If we're across from this university here, we should probably do a little bit of off-campus housing as well, which would be like some of this high-density residential we could put across the street. So maybe that is something we look into, as we do like some... I know we don't have the demand for it at the moment, but we do some high-density residential, high-density commercial, and then along the side here we could do some more low-density commercial. It's not entirely where the people are, but they got buses. They should be able to travel over here. How are we doing on... We're only at 187. Well, this, I'm really hoping one of these things spawns in and needs lemonade. That would be good. Okay. The university, they're having a good time at the dorm. Yep. Man, I really want to, like, our campus attractiveness cannot be more attractive. We are... Like, everything's good. We just need more people willing to come over here and go to school. Let's see, what's this bus gonna do? Did it already go to its bus stop? Yeah. Okay, we're getting some apartments. We're getting a Hauser and a Kabushi Jinko per new comics. There's a lot going on here. Andy's, Burned Bean Coffee, Steel Frame Sports. Yeah, there's a lot in these high density ones. Indie Lizard. The Drome Cinema. One of the things that I prefer in this game that I don't like in City Skylines 2 is that these buildings get built, like they put the scaffolding up, and then the building just kind of like rises up through the scaffolding. Like if we just pause, that feels realistic enough to me, even though like there might be some situations where you might need to bring in a crane or something like that, but like this feels realistic enough to me. You know, it's never going to be, like you're never going to get like a bespoke, this is what it looks like to build this exact building kind of thing. So like this is fine. What I think is weird about City Skylines 2 is that every single building gets a crane while it's being built. Even just like a residential house, like a house like this, while it's being built, will have a massive crane on the property, and like obviously that's just not going to happen. So, all right. Well, anyway, that's gonna take down our. That ought to solve a lot of our residential, and I think if we want to do more industrial, I think we just expand the farm a bit. Because we're farming a lot of potatoes, and we don't really need the potatoes though. That's the problem. We're building, we're outputting stuff like crazy. Our bakery's not making many pastry. Oh no, the bakery is making a ton of stuff. Why don't we need, I mean, this, first off, why do we need such a massive, massive building to make lemonade? I guess there's a reason for it. I'm not an expert, but I guess maybe it's just because you have to have a lot of space to store product and stuff. But at the same time, I'm shipping it out to other places to get stored, so I don't know. Whereas this bakery, for example, is making a ton of stuff. And they're just, the Go Nuts Donuts is just shipping it out right away. Oh, look at that little logo. I love it. That's adorable. Alright, well. Okay, I think, what time we got? Yeah, I think we're probably just going to call it here. So, hopefully, before next time, I will figure out what's going on with the train tracks, and we can get this thing connected up. Ideally, well, in theory, what should have happened was we should have very easily been able to take the track over, and the second we hooked it up here, oh man, even there it's, that's not good, but I assume that's train track related. So, something's going on with train tracks. Presumably, we would just have to bring this over, hook it up into there, and then within seconds, we would have trains coming in and being filled with cargo and delivering cargo, and we would have fewer trucks coming off the highway. Not that there's a whole lot of trucks coming off the highway, but... And then we will eventually take our road across there, and then we've already purchased all of this land. One of the things to note over here is that I think this is going to be our airport. And it's going to be a pretty big area for an airport. So this will come over and it will connect into our airport. We will have train service at the airport, as well as probably some other metro or something. Then we'll probably have train over here as well. Actually, maybe what we could do is have the passenger train come here and then switch over, and we could maybe just do a metro that could come in and service different parts of the city or something like that. I don't know. I think it's looking okay. I'm always fascinated by how much space industry takes up, which is a lot. You know. But in reality, this is like, you know, like this whole thing here is really just like one neighborhood, even though this is like a whole city. The city is basically two neighborhoods. You know, and then a whole bunch of industry. Empire Park, Empire Trade School, Sunset Potato Farm. This place is doing okay over here. Let's look at our... Oh, we got stuff coming in. Yeah, here we go. So our office buildings, customer service, they're already going crazy over here. So what should hopefully happen is, like, these guys should have some more demand for highly educated people. And then hopefully that will force more of our... let's see, yeah, university availability, eligible capacity, but they're not going to it. One thing we could do, though, if we really just wanted to goose it a little, we could just drop a normal university somewhere, like Modern Technology Institute. Would cover our capacity, but then I'd be concerned. I'd be concerned because people would... Oops, I can't see you. Come on down. Yeah, we're slowly getting the students. Actually, we're not even slowly getting the students. Each one of these gives us 300 students, right? And we only have 39. This one has 41 in it. University students in the city, 187. We could put down a university somewhere else, like just the original university building, and it would cover, unrealistically, it would provide a ridiculous amount of capacity. And what we would end up with is probably very few people would then, even fewer people would be going here. So, I'm not sure why there's so much demand for university, but people are not going, especially given that we have provided, like, transportation and stuff. And what is going on here? Oh, this is temporary. This is because all the buildings sprouting up and people are trying to get in there. I may want to expand this road a little bit, though, if there's going to be a lot of trucks coming in and doing deliveries at these buildings. I'm not going to... It's not worth my time to go through and try to redo all of the spawn points for these things, so... That's flowing, though. Now I think that they've done their initial... Oh, it's not flowing. It's actually quite backing up. We have a little bit of... I think some of these are too... We have segments that are too small, basically. But we also have a situation of people seemingly going in a loop here that we might want to deal with. Which we could try to do. I know I said I was going to stop, but do I have one of these? Everybody pause for a second. Let's see, yeah, that looks better there. That gives everybody a little bit of an extra turn lane they could queue up in. And you guys are actually fine. It just looks weird because there's cars parked here. Which maybe we want to get rid of. Is this a 3? Let's make you a 2 by... Make you a 2 by 3. This is a 1 by 3. 1 by 3. No, I want a 2 by 3. Is that going to be under the 6-laners? 5 lane... Does that make you too big? That makes you a lot bigger, yeah. 5 lane. Oh wait, this is already a 2 by... It's a 2 by 1. We can make it a 3 by 1. Okay. Or... We could just... Oh, I don't want to do it like that. Let's do... I don't want to do median, but I don't want parking. That just looks silly. I could upgrade all these, though, and do that. Then it wouldn't look as silly. Maybe it's okay to do it like this. Yeah, that's fine. I'll live with it. And then you've got your 2 lanes. Yeah, we're kind of flowing. This is just congested because these segments are kind of short. Okay, we got more students. Oh, actually, we got quite a lot of students. 112 new students we got. The partying spilled onto the streets. Okay, great. Oh. These... Can I do a... Is it going to be... oh, yeah, okay, fine. Is this going to make this too big if I do a... That's a 2 by 4. That is too big. 2 by 4. 2 by 3. 2 by 3 with decorative grass. 2 by 3 with bike lane. What about 2 by 3 with trees? And put it that way. Or, actually, you know what would be even better? As long as we're just doing this, let's just do 6-lane roads. As long as we're doing wide roads. Yes, everybody readjust yourselves. So that way you get 3 lanes in each direction. And I could make them... I could readjust these so that they are... I'm gonna be up so late doing this. Hang on. I do want to fix this, though. So, we're gonna go... We're gonna talk about directions. And we're gonna say... you guys are turn... These are the lanes, okay? You got turn lanes. You got go straight lanes. Actually, is that going to be too much? No, that's a bad idea. I take back everything I just did. Allow them to go straight. Because they're so short, they're going to need the queue distance. Okay, never mind. I don't want to mess with this at all. I think that's enough for them to do whatever they got to do. I'm actually kind of wondering if this should be the same instead of divided road here. Going down to 2-lane here makes sense. But going into... It might make sense here to go to a 2x3. So let's do that. Where's that one with the grass? I prefer not to have the divider in the middle if I can. So let's say... Yeah, we're going to go like that. And then we're going to go like this. It'll cross over. Now you've got extra turn lane. And then, can I do a 4-lane that looks nice here? Asymmetric 5-lane. That's a 2x3. 4-lane with trees. Do we have a 4-lane with grass and bike lanes? There's a 4-lane with grass, right? There we go. That's better. We only need 2 here. Actually, no, we should. Let's just keep it because then they don't have to do merging, and it's... Because they've already got, like, 2 can go straight. Oh, wait. This is backwards. Oh, actually, that's not a bad way to do it. Let's do that. Yeah, because then you got 2 lanes can go up this way, and the one goes off the side. This all looks good over here. You guys seem to still be having a problem on your ring road here, huh? Alright, your deal is the problem right here. We could make this a one-way ring road. Maybe we do need to make... Yeah, I think we do need to make a second way out of here. Let's do a... Let's do one of these. Is that going to be too big? Two. It's a 2x2. That's probably fine. Although a... Is that a 2x4? I want 2x3 like this. Or... yes, that is what I want. That is indeed what I want. And also, I want to make sure that you are only straight. Oops. Alright. You all figure that out now. I'm hoping that that's not just going to be too small of a thing for them to queue for. But I think that'll take off some of the pressure here. I don't want to have them connecting into this traffic, because then we'll just have all sorts of nonsense going on. Well, I think I'm going to have 2 nemeses on my next... parking lot's full. I'm going to have 2 nemeses on my next playthrough here. One is going to be the traffic in this area, which actually is kind of calming down, I think. And 2, the railroad situation. Boy, you guys are just terrible at... What I need to do is take away some of these crosswalks and then get a more dedicated situation for people going across the street, like maybe some underground tunnels or upper walkways like you see in some bigger cities. Because a lot of this stuff, it's like they can do what they want, but... Oh, this is... Do I have this backwards? They go in, and then it goes to 3, and then it cuts back to 2. Oh. Well, there's a problem. How about that? That'll probably help a little bit. Oh, these left turns are the worst. So one of the things that I could do is program, like manually program stoplights that like have left turn, oh wow, put that right. I don't think, so time traffic light, manual traffic light. If I do this, set up time traffic light. No, I don't want to do that because traffic light toggle, yeah, traffic light toggle on. Manual traffic light, that's where I manually set the things. And I think... Oh, you're all stopped while I do this. Yeah, there you go. Okay, never mind. I'll mess with it next time. I remember how to do this. There's a way to set it up where you can have them, like, have left turn traffic go and then have everybody else go and allow right turns all the time. Whereas the normal one, as you can see, it just kind of... Everybody just kind of feels like they have the right of way as far as left turns go, so... I think this is okay, though. Like, the traffic in here is let up. I guess we'll find out if the back... I guess what I should have done was not have so much high-density stuff right here without a better way out of here. That was a silly move. So, maybe that's something we'll have to figure out. Because that's going to be a problem for a lot of people trying to get through this area. We just turned this from a nice college area to like a traffic nightmare, basically. Let's see, I wonder... I could mess with this all day, but... If we did that, it might help a little bit. It's going to be weird with the bus stop right there. Did you reestablish? You did. Okay, I might have to move the bus stop back a little. Put the bus stop back there. Then we can grab this. Do that again. I think ultimately that'll shake out okay. Traffic is picking up on this side of the city, though. Over here, it's fine. But yeah, it is picking up on this side of the city now. Just because of all these businesses we put in. Which probably was a bad idea, ultimately. Should have done low density. A lot of this is just people going to their jobs, you know. Well, traffic's moving. I think we'll call it a day. Next week, I will be back on Thursday with Space Engineers Titan. And then next Sunday, I think, I gotta talk to DNA. Oh wait, is next Sunday the one? We got DNA have to decide if we're doing Designated Survivors next, like this coming Sunday or the Sunday after. I think we originally scheduled it for this coming Sunday, so I'll double check with him that that is still the case. Are we backing up onto the highway now? That's going to be a problem there, huh? Oh. Why do we have pedestrian crossings here? Anyway, I'm going to keep getting distracted here. Yeah, we still have problems. We have pedestrian crossings here too. We shouldn't have those. And stoplights. When did stoplights kick in? Oh, hang on. I will forget this. And so, give me 1 second. I do not want stoplight here. I do not want... No. 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 None of that. No U-turns. And then... Okay, my connections got busted. You go that way. You go that way. You go that way. You go there. You go there. Oh, what happened here? Okay. Once again, me messing with roads has messed with roads. So I want the... So otherwise I'm not going to remember what I did here, and then I'm going to be freaking out about it. But decorative grass. Okay. There. Right? It was a 2x3 and now it's a 3x3, and that's fine. Because what's going to happen is then with this mod, there we go. Now I reconnect them. No, this is the intersection marking tool. I want this mod. Connect. You always go there. You always go there. Go there. Yeah, you can see it reset all my things here. Okay, so that's going to do that. No traffic light. It's showing the crosswalks, even though no crosswalks are allowed for some reason. Then if I go over here, can I make sure that there are no crosswalks at any of these? I don't know why they're not disappearing. I wonder if that's a bug from the latest mod. I also don't want any crosswalks up here. Not. No U-turns. There we go. No U-turns, no crosswalks, no nothing. That should help the flow a little bit there. The only problem is that this is like their node right here. And so pull this back a little bit. They get a little bit more room to... These nodes are kind of close. They get a little bit more room for lane changing, basically. Okay, that's it. You all heard my schedule. Check me out next Thursday for Space Engineers. And next Sunday, probably also Space Engineers, but we will see. And I will just go to the channel on YouTube, check the schedule throughout the week. Subscribe if you'd like to be notified when I go live. You know the deal. And have a great week, everybody. It was good talking to y'all. Take care.